So welcome back to yet another 2-Minute Thursday, where today we're going to share some of the top tips that we use day in and day out to replace our customers' golf grips. And the absolute best news is this is something you can do yourself with a couple of household items. So without further ado, let's jump in and share what these top tips are. Before we throw 2 minutes on the clock and share what these top tips are, first let's walk through some of the materials that you will need. Now, these materials is something that, it's not required, but it can make the job and task a lot easier, and it's going to coincide with the tips that we're going to share with you today. So pictured here are the materials that we're going to utilize in today's video. And some of these items are no-brainers, right? But some of them you might be scratching your head going, well, what is the orange framing square for? What about that ruler? Or, what about that crayon pencil, John? Are we building something, coloring pictures, or are we replacing grips? So without further ado, let's throw 2 minutes on the clock and start now. So tip number one, grip alignment, crayon pencil. Before you cut your grips off, get a little mark on the golf shaft right below that tick mark. So this way, when you cut the grip off, you got a perfect little alignment aid. Tip two, grip removal, hook blade, 2 cuts. Place hook blade flat on the shaft, pull back on one side, switch hands, pull back on the other side, peel off grip, nice and easy. Tip three, grip tape removal, very, very crucial. Blow dryer, heat gun, heat this baby up and peel the tape off very, very easily. Tip number 4 is for anybody that wasn't able to utilize tip number 1 for grip alignment. Simply put a framing square 3 inches behind the club head, rotate the club head in the vise until that score line is directly in line with that framing square, and then this will allow you to make sure that the grip is aligned with the club head each and every single time. Tip 5, grip solvent, latex gloves. Simply get a catch pan and drench the grip with grip solvent. All that excess can be put back in a bottle. Use your latex gloves so this way it doesn't get on your hands. Really smooth that out. Make sure it's nice and slick. Take your grip, apply it, slide it on, and do not stop. Tip number 6, how do you make sure your grip's on nice and straight, especially if it's one of these aligned grips? Basically, all you need is a ruler, put it on the back of the grip where the aligned rib is, or if it doesn't have an align, just put it at the top and the bottom mark on the grip. See exactly where you need to twist the grip, make your adjustments, move it over, and then use your ruler once again just to trust but verify. And our last tip is how do you remove that excess tape without damaging the shaft or the grip? Simply peel back the grip, roll it back just a little bit, get yourself a straight blade knife, and all you're going to do is just score the tape all the way around the shaft. No slicing, no cutting, just roll the blade around and then remove the excess tape. Perfect every single time. And roll the grip back down. So there you have it, 7 quick, easy tips in order to help you put your grips on perfect every single time. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the remarks below.